Hi, I'm Chanel. I hope you're doing well. I wanted to do a video today about tools and how important it is to know what your tools are, and how to recognize tools that those around you possess. And so when I say tools, I'm not talking about a hammer or hardware. Okay, the tools that I'm referring to are personality, titles, just different things that we all possess. Okay, so tools are, like I just mentioned, personality. Okay, your personality is a tool, and there are two ways to use tools. The first way to use a tool would be to you can use your tools either in a constructive manner or destructive manner. Okay, so for instance, I have let's say these scissors. Okay, these scissors serve a purpose. Okay, these scissors can be used to cut paper. Okay, and for an art project or whatever, however, in a constructive manner. Okay, or they could be used to damage something. You could take scissors and poke a hole in a child's balloon and upset the child. Okay, or use the scissors to deflate a tire, or so like I said, they could either be used with either a good purpose or a bad purpose. Okay, okay, so your possessions, your traits, your titles, your skills, all of those things are tools. Okay, and so for example, a title. Okay, a title is a tool. So a mother, a supervisor, a teacher, those are all titles. And so with those titles come with there's a trying to think of how I can say this. Titles can be used in either a constructive or destructive manner as well. Okay, so say for instance you're a parent or a teacher or a supervisor. You can teach and mold the children or your those who are those who are influenced by you. Okay, you can use your use your title to help mold and assist those around you. Okay, or you can use your title in a destructive manner. Okay, and so like I said, it can go either way. Also, like I said, personality, being clever. A clever person can use that trait in a constructive manner, or they can use it in a destructive manner. For instance, a person who's clever can obviously there's intelligence there. Okay, and so you can use it to either bribe people, or you can use it to give me one second, you all. Hey, sorry about that. I've got my music playing in the background and I had a commercial come on. I didn't want you all to have to hear that. Clever. Like I said, a destructive way to use that, or I believe a constructive way to use that is what would be to teach. Okay. Another tool is technology. Obviously today technology is used. I mean, everything we do involves technology. Technology is very helpful in many ways. However, there are people who use technology in manners that are illegal, okay, and harmful. Okay. Let's see here. I wrote some things down. Money is another tool. Okay. We all need money. You can't survive without money. People may, obviously people, you need money to live. You could use money to help other people, or, we have to use money. However, people may also use money to bribe other people, and like I said, that's a destructive way to utilize it. And so, at the end of the day, just pay attention to the tools you have. Pay attention to your personality, to your, the skills that you have, the titles that you have, and just look within yourself and ask yourself, how do I use these tools? Okay, do I use these tools to harm other people? And I'm gonna say it like influence, and I mean, and that's another, influence and titles somewhat go hand in hand, but the influence you have on those around you is definitely a tool. Okay, and so again, do you bring negativity? Do you bring positivity? Do you try to teach people or help people, or do you try to, is there do you try to keep knowledge, or like a how do you use it, your influence? Okay, we should, we're all trying to survive on this earth together, and so we should all be helping one another as much as we can. Sometimes it's very difficult, for several reasons, but when possible, and there are a lot of people who use their influence to help other people. Okay, but again, like I said, just look within yourself and know how you use your tools, or reflect, to just reflect on yourself, and also pay attention to those who are around you, and see if you can recognize the way they use theirs. How do they use their title? How do they use technology? How do they use, their personality? Do they use it in a constructive manner? Okay, or do they use it in a destructive manner? I mean, just like I showed you at the beginning of the video, the scissors. Okay, scissors are a tool. We can use them in a great way or a negative way. A hammer, a hammer is used, you can use the same hammer that's used to build a home, can be used to demolish one. Okay, and so again, I mean, your that hammer is the tools you possess are just like that hammer. So what are you doing with your tools? Are you building those around you? Are you trying, are you building, or are you tearing up and being destructive with what you have? And again, pay attention to those around you and see, whether they're trying to tear you down or tear others around them down. Okay. So I hope this video was helpful. And I hope you enjoy your day. Bye.